Okay, you guys can see my screen and clearly, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So for today, we're gonna have a fast recap about yesterday's session. So ini kita recap dulu, lepas tu baru kita tengok di chat lah. So you can see how fast we gonna recap this because this thing is simple. So let's do this. So I'm just gonna drop to the knowledge, which is our main properties for the technical part for our trading. So kita terus ke knowledge lah. Benda ni je yang penting untuk part technical. Okay. So for the knowledge, just send key level, price action, multi-time frame. So on the key level, so we have 4, that is support, resistance, SBR, which is support become resistant, and RBS. Untuk key level kita ada 4, support, support become resistant become support. So this is the support, this is the resistant, this is support become resistant, and resistant become support. Okay, so the second one, that is our price action. So yang kedua, kita punya price action, which is breakout and rejection. So breakout is something like this and this, and the rejection gonna look something like this and this. So for the multi-time frame, you're gonna have 2 set of time frame order, which is the first one. We have monthly, daily, H1, M15, M1. Second one, we have weekly, H4, M30, M5. So the market is dynamic. Is dynamic. So we can buy and sell. So the flow gonna look like this. If the monthly is buy, the weekly is sell, and the daily should be buy, each for sell, and this thing goes on and on like this. So to make it easier to see, we make this table. Setup, bias, or opposite. If the monthly is the direction, the setup will be on daily and the bias will be on weekly. And these things goes on and on. Daily, H1, H4, H4, entity, H1. H1, M15, M30, M30, M5, M15, M15, M1, M5. So in order by to success, it has to break the cell. In order cell to success, it has to break the by. So this is the direction. This will be the setup, and the setup need to break the bias, so it will go further. Simple like that. So, mm, so finish about our recap on the knowledge. So we're gonna focus on the MDA and trend line, and then we're gonna look into the chart. MDA. So I'm gonna recap first. So untuk part MDA ni saya akan recap tu sikit. So nanti kita masuk ke chart. Retracement type that are related to momentum. So to use MDA, we have to understand the momentum. So the basic of the MDA will look like this. Accurate is, so on the momentum side, it will look something like this. So whenever the price is reacting at the miss area, so we have the info that the momentum, this is the breakout of sell. So if it's happened over here, it's indicate the momentum are strong. If this doesn't give the momentum, then we can wait this or this. The same concept applies. So we have the information whether the momentum is strong or not. So untuk MDA ni, inilah info yang market akan bagi kat kita. Iaitu, adakah sekiranya, macam contoh ni, kita ada breakout sell. Seandainya price tak datang pun dekat accurate dengan dip tu, dia berlaku dekat miss. So info yang kita dapat ni, kita tahulah, oh momentum sell tengah strong. So dia tak naik. Seandainya dekat miss tu dia tak ada. So kita tahu, okay momentum tak ada lagi, kita tunggu di accurate ataupun di dip. So sementara tu kita boleh ambil peluang lain lah. Okay, masuk buy ke. So so when it comes to trend line in the market, it will look something like this. So this is also the miss. It's accurate. This is deep. And this is also deep. So to know, so for the dip, it will happen at support or resistance. This is also the same dip. So the accurate will be at SBR or RBS. So the miss will happen on, if we view it as a SNR user, so it will just happen along the way, along this way. So when price, uh, the market price that are moving, it's gonna react to the most recent level. So it will react with the miss first. Market can just suddenly over here, suddenly came over here and then go. No, it has to pass this first. So that's why we are looking at the most recent level that available. So let's say the price is coming at the miss, and then we maybe we already entry sell, or maybe we are waiting. So it doesn't matter. If we sell, we need the momentum to break. If there is no momentum, and then we can wait over here, or maybe we can take instead of sell, we can buy. We wait over here and wait the same thing. If it doesn't give any momentum, just wait on the next key level. Simple as that. So untuk part MDA yang kita view ni, contoh untuk SNR user lah. So uh, so makin dia macam ni, kita akan tanda breakout tu sebagai accurate dan support and resistance tu sebagai dip lah. Dip. Dan bila kita tarik trend line, dekat line di trend line tu, itu adalah miss. Itu adalah miss. So price dia, let's say sini current price, dia tak boleh tiba-tiba dia lompat ke sini terus, tak boleh. Dia mesti akan react dengan recent dulu, apa yang terdekat. So macam kita ada trend line ni, so kita akan tengok lah di trend line ni boleh tak kita nak entry. Setengah orang sampai trend line terus entry. Tapi benda tu tak salah, cuma kita kena tahu apa yang kita expect. So bila entry yang berlaku di miss, kita expect momentum strong. So kalau ada momentum yang strong, ada di jalan, no problem, tak ada masalah. Kalau kita tunggu sini, dia tak ada momentum, dia tak buat breakout, dia tak break any bias or anything. So kita maybe daripada sell, kita tukar ke buy dan kita tunggu di next level, iaitu accurate, dan kita tunggu benda sama. Syarat entry dia simple, benda yang sama je. Kita lepas entry, kita tunggu momentum. So dari situ kita akan dapat info tentang momentum market lah. Kalau ada momentum, dia jalan. Kalau tak ada momentum, dia akan collect lagi yang lain, key level yang lain. Okay. So untuk view yang real dalam market, kita akan view sebagai OHLC. Okay, for the OHLC view, this is how we are gonna be dealing with the market all the time. So for the trend line, gonna mark it as miss. This one is accurate. This one is deep. So on the OHLC view, it's the same. This is support, resistance, or on the candlestick pattern view, it's gonna be graphic. So for the accurate, it will be SPR, RBS, or engulfing field. For the miss, it will happen something like dominant engulf, or some people call it hidden engulf, or for the most SNR user, they will be calling this closing price. So this is also counted as miss. So when the price is over here, let's say this is the current price. So when price is moving, we can monitor all this level, because if there is a strong momentum, then the entry can happen over here. Can also happen over here. So untuk part OHLC ni, ini saya bagi contoh sebab benda ni lah yang kita akan deal. Kita akan deal di dalam market hari-hari benda ni ya. So kita ada ni sell breakout, lepas tu kita tanda lah dekat breakout tu accurate, dekat support and resistance tu kita tanda dip. Dan kita tarik trend line, dekat situ adalah miss. Jadi dekat miss tu, bila kita view dalam keadaan candlestick, dia akan miss ni akan berlaku sama ada di dominant engulf ataupun panggil hidden engulf ataupun closing ataupun di trend line. Trend line. So accurate dia akan berlaku di SBR, RBS ataupun panggil engulfing fill lah untuk engulfer user. So sama juga untuk dip ni dia akan berlaku di support atau resistance ataupun engulfing. So kita tahulah lepas ni nak marking tu sebagai level apa. Dan let's say kita ada kita punya current price dekat sini. So bila kita dah tahu sini adalah miss punya tempat, so kita boleh juga nak standby. Sebab tu kadang kita tengok setengah orang sampai sini dia sell, tapi kita tak tahu reason. Rupanya sini pun boleh jadi miss punya setup. Tapi macam biasalah, lepas entry kita nak dia break buyers. Kalau dia tak break, kita counter balik. Macam tu je. Sini kalau tak jadi, dia akan price akan bergerak ke next level lah. Itu maybe di sini. Dan still kita akan expect benda yang sama. Kita akan expect momentum. Kalau tak ada momentum, dia akan ke sini, dan ke sini. So the reason kenapa dekat sini possible sebab dalam ni adalah breakout at lower time frame. So bila ada breakout di lower time frame, kadang price dia nak respect. Sebab tu kita tak ada istilah strong key level, valid key level, tak ada. Kalau dia nak respect, dalam tu ada breakout M1 je, dia akan respect. No problem. Market boleh buat apa saja yang dia suka. So in this level, which is we call miss, it is why the price are respecting, because there is a breakout at lower time frame. It doesn't matter which time frame, but it will have a breakout. And if the market reacting at that area, then the price will go. It doesn't matter if it's a breakout at M1 or anything. It doesn't matter, because the market itself, the price can respect which key level it likes, which key level that can provide momentum or volatility or liquidity. So that level is gonna success. It doesn't matter on higher time frame or lower time frame. So what we can do, we just stand by over here. If there is we see is we can take any trade, just take the trade and know what to expect after taking trade. That is the momentum. If there is a momentum, and then our setup will be successful. If there is no momentum, then we shall wait at the next key level. We may wait over here, or even at the trend line, or at the accurate, or deep, or this deep. So for this thing, you guys clear? Untuk part ni korang clear tak?
Clear.
Clear.
Okay. So kalau clear, kita masuk kat chat lah. Okay. Ini saja untuk part teori. Dan satu lagi, divergence. Yeah. Untuk part, for the trend line part, I actually use two types, which is the missed trend line, something like this, and the divergence, which is if we're gonna take the sell entry, we just put upwards, and for the buy entry, we're gonna put something like this. But there is a reason why we can use. There is always a reason why we are using this. It's not random. It's not random. Okay, so let's go to the chart. Okay, let's show this. The EU, just like the previous session, because slow pair always showing much information for us, and also because I take some entry over here too, so it will be easier for me to explain. But for the concept, it applicable to any instrument that have candlestick, that have dynamic market. It's applicable even for the stock or indices, the crypto, anything, no problem at all. Just gonna remove all the drawing first. Okay, I will start from this area, just like the previous time. So you taking this breakout, it's by breakout, then we will see everything over here until over here. So if you guys have problem to mark using candlestick, you guys can switch into this line chart. So maybe some of you are not really good in marking using candlestick. You guys can use this. It's just the same thing, no problem at all. So untuk korang, saya akan tunjuk ni contoh last week lah. Last week pun saya tunjuk yang ni sebab satu slow pair ni kita senang nak tengok dia punya structure, dan benda ni dia applicable dekat semua pair, semua instrumen. Mana saja yang market dynamic tak ada masalah. Stock ke, crypto, index, tak ada masalah, kita boleh apply benda. Okay, so just like here, macam dekat sini, saya tanda breakout buy lah dekat daily. Untuk nak marking, kalau korang tak mahir nak tengok candlestick punya closing, korang tukar je ke line chart, tak ada masalah, benda sama je. Kalau korang dah familiar, just marking dari candlestick lah. So kita text lah senang sikit. So we have the buy is at daily. So our setup we will find at H1 and our bias would be H4. And if we drop into lower, just use the setup as the direction. So it will be H1 M15 M30. So we already know for the buy, and then we buy for the sell. So we're gonna put over here the buy. Then we have the H4 as the sell bias. So we're gonna look into H4 and looking for the H4 direction. So untuk buy ni kita dah tahu dah daily. So kita tulislah macam ni. Lagi mudah lah. So direction kita daily, setup kita di H1 dan bias kita di H4. Dan kalau kita nak drop down untuk precise, kita just follow lah dia punya time frame order tu. So kita ambil setup tu sebagai direction balik, itu H1, M30, dan MH1 untuk direction, M15 untuk setup dan M30 untuk bias. Bila kita dah ada untuk buy ni, kita tukar ke H4 pula untuk mencari sell. Okay, for this part, you guys are clear, right? How I do the first identification for the buy.
Yeah, clear.
Okay,
Clear.
Okay, nice. Okay, so we drop down to H4 because we already have the because I'm taking example starting from here from the buy breakout. So let's pretend the price didn't hit this level yet. The price didn't hit this level yet. So this is the most recent H4 breakout. So we're gonna take this as the highest direction for the H4. So we're gonna put the lines over here, change it to red. Then we're gonna put our text over here, so it will be easier for you guys to identify. So the cell will be H4 for direction, M30 for the setup, then H1 for our bias. And then if we want to precise, we just drop down to M30 as the direction, M5 for the setup, and M15 for the bias. Then I'm gonna change it to red. Okay. So now we have clear indication what to view on. So I'm just gonna add one more line, that is this, because to indicate a breakout, the price need to break this, need to break the upper, which means it need to break structure. It doesn't count if it's come over here. It doesn't count as buyer's breakout. For buy, if let's say if you buy and then the price came over here, this is not a buyer's breakout. It's just expecting. So if we are expecting a long buy, it should be break out this level. So this is why I'm marking this level. Okay, untuk local kita tanda ni lah, kita tanda breakout H4. So kita buat macam benda ni tak berlaku lagi lah. So price kita ada breakout buy, so kita nak standby buy. So dalam masa yang sama kita kena marking untuk sell. So kita anggap price tak touch lagi kita punya area. So let's say price current price maybe ada dekat sini. So kita akan ambil yang paling terdekat lah. Untuk H4 yang paling terdekat ada dalam sini. So kita mark lah, kita letak line dan kita buat lah jadual ni supaya mudah lah kita nak monitor. Lepas tu kita tambah satu lagi line kat atas resistor dia sebab untuk buy, let's say kita view untuk buy direction di daily, setup di H1, kita kena pastikan H4 breakout. So untuk create breakout, dia kena break yang ni, yang atas. Dia kena break yang ni, line ni. Kalau dia sampai sini, tak kira breakout lah. Dia tak break. Maybe dia just respect sell ni. So untuk part ni korang clear? Kenapa kita mark resistance? Okay. Korang clear?
Clear.
Okay. So when we have this, we already know the daily is buy and then the H4 is sell. So to find our buy setup, we gonna mark the H1 key level. Because this is our direction, which is starting from here. So on any available H1, we just mark to find our setup. So when the price is coming to our key level, then we can monitor. Untuk sekarang ni bila kita dah tahu daily buy, H4 sell, so kita cari, kita marking lah key level dekat yang setup ni. Sebab kita nak cari setup ke H1, so kita drop ke H1 dan kita akan tanda. Lepas tu baru kita monitor lah apa yang market bagi. So on H1, we just mark everything that is possible, every key level possible. It doesn't matter because market can react at any key level it like. See, we're gonna take the most recent. I know this part maybe will create some confusion to you guys, right? But it's okay. I'm gonna explain it deeper so you guys get to know what is actually that happened. We're gonna mark everything that available because we don't know which one the price will be respecting. And of course, the price will be respecting the most recent. So just mark everything and then we just monitor the price. So we have maybe if we see this is a huge gap, so we can find another key level over here. It doesn't matter, just mark. Because this is also a breakout to this level. Okay, I think that is the last one. This one also we can take. This one or this one we can take, but because it is too close, so just pick this one. But in the real market, you can always mark anything that available. Okay, untuk part key level ni, untuk buy punya direction, kita akan drop ke H1 dan kita akan tanda lah key level yang ada, kita tanda je. Kita tanda saja sebab kita tak tahu pun market akan react dekat mana. So kita just tanda dan lepas tu kita monitor je. Kalau kita tengok zone tu besar, gap tu besar, kita cari ya yang yang sebelahan yang maybe jauh sikit. Sebab kita just tanda yang available. Sebab kita tak tahu market akan react dekat mana. Sebab tu kita tanda je yang mana ada. Okay, so we are settled for the buy. And for the sell, we're gonna mark it at the M30. So at M30, we just gonna find any available key level. So get one over here. Okay. Like this one is one big, big move. So if there is no clear breakout, something like this, we can pick using, remember the closing that I'm telling you guys, the closing. The closing is also a key level. So if the price are respecting the closing, which means the selling, let's say if there is any missed key level over here, so if price is respecting, after that we gonna look for a strong momentum because miss should be strong. So because this is like a huge gap over here, so we cannot find any key level, so we can look over here. And we look into the line chart also, there is no breakout, so we gonna switch it to candlestick, and we gonna take our closing or dominant engulf or hidden engulf as our miss key level. And then we gonna see how the price is respecting. So untuk part yang sell ni pula, kita dah ada H4 H4 punya key level untuk sell. So kita drop ke M30 dan kita carilah key level yang available. So I missed something over here, so I'm gonna add up. We can mark this any available, no worries. So over here too. Okay, so untuk miss, kita tanda sama lah, step yang sama. Kita untuk sell ni, kita repeat benda yang sama. Kita repeat di kita punya direction H4. So setup kita akan cari di M30. So kita tanda, okay, sini ada, sini ada, sini ada, sini ada, tanda je. Contohlah kalau price ada dekat sini, so kita rasa macam ni gap yang besar kan, tak ada apa-apa indication, kita tengoklah dekat sini. Kalau tengok di line chart juga tak nampak, kita tukar ke candlestick. Dan ingat tak yang saya cakap, closing tu adalah key level juga, iaitu dia adalah miss. Dia miss. So kita tanda kalau market dia react dekat miss, kita dah tahulah apa kita nak expect. So kita tukar ke candlestick dan kita tengok ada tak available. Okay, available dekat sini ada closing, so kita ambil. So when we change to the candlestick, we can see there is a closing over here, there is a closing over here, and just mark. Even if it's it's a miss for the MDA part, it is a miss, but it's okay, we just mark because we know when we have a miss level, we know what to expect. Okay. Okay. So settle for our key level part. Okay. So this is what happened in the market. Okay. Firstly, at first we are planning to buy, right? We are planning to buy because we have this buy breakout over here for daily. So we drop down into H1 and we get all these key level to buy. And then when we already know the buy is daily, so we drop down into H4 and then we can find the key level over here. There is a H4 breakout. So we just mark the key level at M30. Any available key level, we just mark it. Okay. So let's pretend this is the current price. The current price is just approaching our buy level. Okay. So when the price is coming to our key level, which is the H1, what we're gonna do, we're gonna wait at this key level, and then we can just execute the entry if we are comfortable with H1, or we can drop down the H1, which is this level, as our direction, and we're gonna find our setup over here and just repeat the same thing. Okay, but what we are having at this moment, because we wait over here for buy, we wait here to buy, and the price is coming. When the price is coming, we just look for the sell buyers first, because the price is coming from the sell. It's coming when it's pull back, it's coming to our buy zone, it will come with selling momentum, or selling position. Uh, it cannot just jump suddenly the price over here and suddenly there is a price over here and go. There is no sell. No, it will come in selling state. Okay. So what is happening when it comes with selling state? We view the selling properties, which is selling is at H4, the direction from the H4, the setup from M30, and then the buyers at H1. This is the buyer. So we are looking into, is there any setup that break the bias? If there is any setup that break the bias, and then we shall find the re-entry back at the setup. Okay, I'm gonna repeat. So if we have the setup breaking the bias, which is M30 breaking H1, then we're gonna repeat for re-entry. We're gonna find our re-entry at M30. So what the market are giving us at this moment, when because we are looking into H1, so this is our H4 H4 breakout, and then we see over here this is our H1 breakout, H1 breakout, H1 breakout, right? So when the setup break the bias, we're gonna do find the re-entry. So it broke. So we're gonna find our re-entry at M30. So this is our M30 key level. Everything that is marked is our M30 key level. So at the first moment when price came over here, maybe we can get some buy or we don't get buy at all. So we can get the sell entry over here. This is what happened at M30. There is a key level. Because our H4 is above this. So if it's taking this key buy key level, let's say we buy over here, it needs to break this, right? It need to break this to break the bias. But what is currently happen at this, because we are viewing the chart over here, so this is the most recent action that market showing. The clue that market are giving is M30 is breaking the H1. So why would we looking for buy when there is a clear indication that the sell is taking control? Okay, so if this break this, then we're gonna repeat finding the re-entry. Okay, for this part, you guys clear? For international, guys
Yes.
clear?
Yeah.
I want to repeat for the local. Okay, you guys have no problem, right, with this?
No problem.
Okay, so apa yang saya nak explain kat sini, ingat tak kita starting daripada buy. Kita tanda awal tadi buy, so kita nak buy. Tapi kita pun tanda okay breakout daily. So kita pun dah marking kita punya key level dekat H1. So benda ni tak ada masalah. Tapi kita kena ingat in order dalam price nak datang ke zone kita, zone kita starting dari sini lah. Starting dari sini, price nak datang sini, dia kena turun dalam keadaan sell. Dia tak boleh dia tiba-tiba dia buat magic, dia lompat mai sampai sini lepas tu terus jalan. Tak logik kan. Dia tak bagi sell kat sini memang tipu lah. So sebab tu kita ada H4 sebagai sell. So bila price datang dalam keadaan sell, kita view lah yang sell ni dulu. Sebab price datang dalam keadaan sell. Walaupun kita nak buy, kita tengok lah apa yang market bagi. So untuk part sell ni, kita tanda dekat sini. Sini adalah H4 punya level. So untuk setup, kita akan cari di M30. So kita pun tanda M30. Dan waktu price datang ni, nampak tak dia bagi breakout di H1. H1 ni adalah bias kepada H4. Iaitu level H1 ni adalah bias kepada H4. So untuk setup sell nak jalan, M30 ni kena break H1. So bila M30 dapat break H1, baru kita akan cari re-entry balik. Dia macam ni je cycle dia. Break bias, cari re-entry. Break bias, cari re-entry. Simple macam tu je. So apa yang kita nampak, market tunjuk, oh sini ada break, bias dah break. So bila bias break, apa yang kita buat, kita carilah re-entry dekat M30. Sebab tu kita tanda ni, key level ni, yang mana available kita tanda je. Sebab tak tahu, market boleh collect yang salah satu, yang mana-mana dia boleh collect. Tapi macam contoh yang kita dapat dekat sini, market ni dia react dekat miss level. Miss level, iaitu closing. Tak kisah, kalau dia react dekat sini pun, still kita kena repeat benda sama. Apa yang kita kena tunggu? Kita entry dekat M30, kita tunggulah H1 breakout. Simple macam tu je. H1 ada breakout, cari balik re-entry. So untuk part ni korang faham tak? Clear tak?
Clear.
Clear lah? Confirm clear? Jangan hari korang tak faham cakap faham, jam lah saya. Clear lah? Clear untuk part sell ni memang korang clear. So, ada soalan?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Tanya.
In order to sell ini M30, M15, in order to sell H4 kena ada break H1 betul, opposite.
Betul.
Then bila price sudah balik kat level, then M30 mesti break H1.
Ya, betul.
Nah,
M30 kena break H1.
Dan kita mau tengok rejection dia, apakah ini momentum sudah end apa belum. Key level kena reject, right sir?
Betul. Dia sampai dekat key level. Okay, let's say lah kita nak entry yang precise, kita drop lower. Kita ambil ini sebagai direction pula.
Betul sir. Yang saya nak tanya tu, kita lihat dia key level kat M30 ini dia momentum sudah stop apa belum, kita kena tengok time frame mana yang break level.
Bila dia sampai key level, kita tengoklah dia break ke ataupun dia tak break. Kalau dia tak break, kita dah dapat indication awal yang rejection.
Ya, betul.
So,
yang saya bermaksud tu key level itu which time frame yang kita kena tengok apakah itu break atau tidak.
Kita just ikut order lah. Kita ikut order. So untuk sell, kita akan ada, kalau kita ambil H4 sebagai direction, kita kena tengok dekat M30. Kalau kita ambil M30 as direction, kita tengok di M5. Tapi lepas kita entry, benda yang sama kita monitor. Adakah?
Belum sir, belum. Saya maksud belum sampai entry sir. Maksud saya price lagi
lagi current.
Price tengah pullback.
Okay, tengah pullback.
So kita pantau M30. Let's say expose kita monitor M30.
Betul.
Kita nak tengok M30 ini key level dia kena break atau tak. Betul kan sir? Then which time frame kita monitor, let's say time frame order untuk valid sell, M30 kena break H1 first, right? But untuk tengok dia key level pecah apa tidak, kita tengok M30 tengok apa. M30 break M30 key level atau H1 break M30 key level.
Okay. Untuk nak tahu dia stop dekat mana.
Betul. Which time frame yang kena kita monitor untuk tengok dia break key level or not.
Okay, faham dah. Okay, ingat tak kita ada two-way direction.
Betul.
So, di waktu price pullback, dia tengah jalan setup ini.
Betul.
So kita tengoklah. Kalau dia start di key level M30, maksudnya setup ni tak berjaya lah, dia tak berjaya break. Dia macam tu je.
Let's say daily buy key level kita mark H1 key level.
H1 key level, betul?
Then each time frame kita harus tengok dia break key level H1 atau tak itu. Still in H1 or which time frame? Okay,
untuk buy kita ikut order yang kalau kita ambil semua, kita ada daily, H1, M15, M1. Ini order sahajalah untuk buy. Ini order untuk sell. Kita ada H4, M30 dan M5. So, di waktu price pullback ni, dia pullback, dia tengah jalan setup yang di sini dulu. Dia tengah jalan setup di sini. So, kalau setup tu direction kita ambil di M15, dia akan pecah jadi macam ni. M15,
M1, M30.
M1, M5. Ni untuk M15. Kalau untuk H1, baru dia pecah. H1, M15, M30. So, market ni dia akan bergerak, dia akan pecah dari yang kecil, pecah, baru dia akan jalan yang besar, jalan yang lagi besar. Okay.
So bila dia sampai ke key level, kita turunkan time frame, tengok time frame ada happen ni time frame order breakout tak ya saya?
Ya, betul. Kita akan monitor dia buat breakout atau tak. Sebab kita dah ready dah dekat untuk buy punya side. Kita dah tahu dah buyer siapa yang dia nak kena breakout untuk dia jalan. So bila dia tak break break kita punya buyers, dalam masa yang sama kita dah ready dengan sell punya, kita standby untuk sell je lah.
Okey, sir.
Faham tak?
Contoh dia kat bawah ni yang ada banyak level F1 yang reject tu, sir. Ke
Okay.
bawah lagi. Bawah sikit.
Yang ni.
Nah, ya betul. Yang first touch yang candle panjang tu, sir. Yang candle panjang tu, sir.
Yang ni.
Bukan. Yang kanan, sir. Kanan.
Ya.
Bukan. Yang Marubozu, sir.
Orobozu.
Marubozu bearish kat kiri.
Bearish ni.
Yes, betul, sir. Nah, yang candle tu kan dia datang tu tak break level key level bawah. Nah, bila kita tengok kat M15 ni kan macam ada break up tu, sir.
Okey, jap. Yang ni.
Kat bawah dia kan banyak shadow tu. Kalau kita tengok low time frame dia nampak macam sudah ada break up, sir.
Okey, di mana? Di sini ya?
Ya,
Untuk
around the area, sir. Betul, sir.
Okey, untuk nak cari buy lah.
Ya, betul, sir.
Okey, untuk buy, kalau kita ambil H1 as direction, kita kena pastikan H4 breakout. So, kalau kita tengok, di sini pun dah ada H4 level yang baru tau. So, bila dia tak break, itu yang kita ambil sell balik.
Tapi kita nak early entry kita turunkan time frame M15.
Kita ambil yang kecil lah. Kita ambil sini dengan kita akan ambil H1, M15 dan M30 lah untuk entry. Let's say kalau kita dah entry dan M30 pun ada breakout. Okay, M30 ada breakout. Let's say lah sini ada M30 breakout. Still kita dah tahu market ada dua direction. So kita dah standby possible entry dekat area sini. So at some point maybe kita akan cash juga loss. Sebab waktu dia pull back dia tak bagi momentum. Macam ni contoh kan. Let's say kita ada entry buy sini. Dia naik. Lepas tu kita hold lagi. Dia sampai. Tapi nampak tak? The moment bila dia sampai area sini. Dekat sini. Kita akan repeat cycle yang sama balik. So dalam sini kita akan dapat info sama ada setup ni boleh jalan ataupun tak.
So first dia kena break M30. Bila the break M30 kita kena tengok lagi biasnya S4.
H4 pula. Ya betul.
S4 ada break. S4 ada break dia baru boleh jalan.
Baru boleh jalan yang daily. Kalau M30 breakout dia hanya jalan setup H1.
Okey.
Kita ambil kalau kita ambil entry di sini kita dapat setup H1. Kita dapat direction di H1. Setup di M15, kita punya bias di M30. Dan kita jangan lupa lah dekat sini pun ada structure cell. So kita view benda yang sama lah. Dan kita tengok, okay let's say lah kita nak hold kita punya buy. Kita punya buy, kita kena ada M30 breakout. Kita tengok cell, apa breakout yang dia bagi. Macam dekat sini, contoh ada H1 breakout. So H1 breakout, maksudnya direction ni dah jadi H4 dah ni. So bila kita nampak macam ni, kita tahulah possibility untuk setup mana yang nak jalan tu lagi tinggi. So apa yang kita akan expect di area sini adalah sepatutnya dia buat breakout lah. Dia patut breakout yang ni. Tapi kalau tak berlaku breakout, kita boleh ambil lah sell pula. Kita ambil sell position. Sebab dekat sini dah ada strong indication lah. Sini H1 breakout. Sini dah ada direction untuk sell. Tapi kita nak masuk entry awal kan. Kita masuk entry awal. So kalau dia tak bagi breakout, kita kena accept lah. Market tak bagi momentum, kita kena accept. Oh tak ada momentum buy lagi. So continue sell. Sama ada entry kita yang awal ni kita TP awal ataupun kita letak BE ataupun maybe kita set cut loss. Macam tu je.
So tak kisah mana-mana time frame, kita kena follow the latest breakout yang terdekat dengan CMT lah. Kita pantau lah, betul lah, sir?
Kita pantau. Sebab market dia akan bergerak dari time frame yang kecil ke time frame yang besar. Kita punya time frame order, kita ada monthly, daily, H1, M15, M1. Okay, untuk second order kita ada weekly, H4,
entity,
F5. Okay, waktu kita cari direction, let's say kita ambil ini direction, ini setup dan kita ada bias lah. Okay, kita untuk mencari setup, kita akan turun time frame tau. Tapi bila lepas kita entry, kita akan monitor makin besar. Sebab untuk setup nak jalan, dia kena break time frame yang kecil dulu. So sebab tu kita monitor. Ada monitoring. So waktu kita monitor ni lah kita akan dapat sama ada kita nak, let's say kita punya direction buy. Waktu monitor ni kita akan dapat tahu buy ni boleh pergi tak boleh pergi. Kalau tak boleh pergi, kita masuk sell. Macam tu je.
Okay, sir.
Okay, clear?
6.
Okay. Okay, for the international, okay, your friend been asking how to get, how to know where our entry will stop. Let's say we are taking buy over here. How to know the where the buy will stop and how to take entry. So it doesn't matter anywhere. We just use the same thing. That is, when it's come to our direction, if we are taking our direction at daily, we are using our H1 as the setup and we are expecting our bias at H4. So if we taking our entry using H1, we need to make sure it breaks the H4. But maybe this is too far. We can drop down and using this instead because the setup will happen at the lower time frame first. So that's why I'm showing you guys. So we have this time frame order, the monthly, daily, H1, M15, M1. Okay. Weekly, H4, M30, M5. So at first, when we are looking for direction and setup, we gonna take from the higher, right? So if this is our direction, this is gonna be our setup. This, right, like this, we gonna drop down. But after we entry, it's gonna came like this because the price will breaking the small time frame first. Because it is the most recent and the fastest. It is the, you can expect this to suddenly break the higher first. No, it will break accordingly. So after re-entry, we can monitor the lower time frame using the same order. So as for this area, if we are taking our entry at H1, like I say, this might be far. So we can drop down to H1, M15, and M30. So let's say we are taking at M15 and we are expecting M30 breakout. So if there is no M30 breakout, then we know that we can take sell also because we already have a ready sell setup over here. So this is how we know whether to take buy or sell. Because we are monitoring from the lowest time frame first. So if the lowest can break, if the M30 can be broken, then H4 is possibly can be broken too. The first one, M5 will break, and then the M30, and then the H4, and then the weekly. So it will go like this. It can just this to this, no. This will never happen. So if you are taking at lower time frame, just follow your order. So let's say we are using M15 over here. So monitor M30. Is there any M30 breakout? If there is any, we can hold our position. If there is no, then we just take our sell. Okay, you guys international clear?
Yeah, clear.
Sir,
Ya.
kiranya regarding soalan tadi, kiranya kita tak tahu dah kan exactly mana price tu nak stop. Bila price yang kita entry tu dah jalan, so kita tak tahu mana price nak stop. So kita monitor sajalah time frame opposite atau bias tu kan. Tapi kalau time frame opposite dengan bias tu macam terlalu jauh, dia tak sampai lagi, so monitor time frame opposite bias ikut time frame order tapi di lower time frame. Macam tu kan sir, maksud saya?
Ya, betul. Sebab tu, kita daripada awal starting, saya dah cakap dah, market ni tak ada benda yang pasti. Reason kita fail selama ni bukan sebab knowledge kita tak legit ke apa, sebab kita tak tahu apa nak view. Kita tak tahu apa yang kita nak tengok dalam market, dan kita rasa, sebab tu kalau perasan saya pakai terms, direction, setup, bias. Saya tak pakai confirmation. Saya tak pakai. Sebab kalau kita guna istilah confirmation, kita akan rasa okey, dah ada breakout ni, confirm jalan. Punca ni lah kita kena getah. Sebab kita attachment, kita ilusi, kita rasa okey, ini confirm jalan. Padahal market dia boleh buat suka hati dia. Dia bagi, let's say lah, kita ada banyak key level. Kita ada macam ni. Kita ada banyak key level, market boleh breakout, contoh ni, dia breakout banyak ni, tapi waktu pullback, dia boleh je break ni balik. Dia tak ada masalah. Dia boleh buat suka hati. Let's say, walaupun dia dah breakout, kita dah ada bias, dia break kita punya bias, tapi waktu pullback, kalau dia momentum, still dia boleh je break yang ni pula. So, apa yang kita buat, kita just monitor apa yang market bagi. Dan market ni dia akan siapkan time frame lower dulu. So kita monitor lah dari lower. Lower dah jalan, okey, kita up lagi. Kita up sampai dekat mana yang dia sangkut. So dekat yang dia sangkut tu baru kita masuk opposite pula. So apa yang tadi tanya tu memang clear lah, memang betul. Apa yang cara kita faham tu, itu yang sepatutnya lah kita faham market. Okey. Untuk part ni ada siapa-siapa ada soalan lagi ke? Ada, boleh tanya je. No problem. For international guy, you guys have any other question or anything? Or we can just continue?
Yes, hello. I wanted to ask about swing trading.
Screen trading?
Swing, sorry.
Oh, swing trading. Okay.
Yeah. So how can we do that? In case of
Okay.
this one, we are going to do like mainly intraday or scalping if we are following the time frame order.
Okay. So basically, the swing setup and scalping are just the same, but the difference is only at the range. Let's say we have this monthly breakout and we want to take entry over here. This is monthly, this is our weekly bias, and we're gonna take our entry over here. So our plan, if we take entry over here, we want it to maybe okay. So we wait at daily. So we want to swing. When we want to swing, we are expecting the price to go up, maybe breaking this or anything, but we have to monitor the breakout on the lower, breaking one time frame to another, then we can confirm whether it can go up until breaking this bias or it cannot go. So basically, on the swing side, on the swing style, we just gonna use the same thing. That is, we have to monitor. we have to monitor because on our simple example, it will look like this. We entry over here and wait over here, right? But in market reality, if we are taking this as the direction, there will be maybe H4 key level is over here. Okay. So the daily over here, and we take our entry over here. So the daily, when it comes to its lower, it's gonna H1 and 15 and 1. So let's say we did take trade over here, but at the first one, this setup has to run first. Need to break the M5. If it break M5, okay, we have this is for the sell side. M5. So So if we entry at M1, we're gonna make sure the M5 break. Okay, the M5 is breaking. Okay, good. So we're gonna wait for another time frame to break out, which is the M30. If the M30 is breakout, we're gonna wait for H4. And let's say H4 didn't break out. We are planning to swing. We are targeting over here, but the H4 level is just over here, and the price stuck over here. So instead of buying, we swing buy. Our swing buy just fail over here because it didn't break the H4. The order needs to be broken from the smaller until the highest. The smaller to the biggest time frame, the lower to the highest. So if it's stuck at the H4, it will never go to weekly. So for taking a swing trade, you just need to monitor. Let's say you have your entry over here. Maybe you pick this as the first direction. You find setup over here, and just follow the order. Yeah, the time frame order, and wait. This is what we call the waiting game. The waiting game is actually we're gonna wait for the momentum. Is there any momentum? If it's stuck over H4, which is over here, so our plan to buy is fail. So when taking a swing trade, you just need to monitor. Monitor for the momentum, whether momentum is strong or not. If there is a strong momentum, there is a breakout over here, and then you are good to go. You just hold your position until it start. Maybe we have another H4 over here or here. So just monitor. That's it. So are you clear?
Yeah, clear.
Okay. So basically, any trading style, it doesn't matter. Because we are using this concept, and this concept are applicable to any time frame, any trading style. So the thing that we need to focus on is just the momentum thing. The momentum is gonna telling us, it's gonna give us clue whether the setup will success or not. If it's success, just hold the position. We are holding until it is stuck anywhere, and then we're taking the opposite entry. That's how the trading should be.
Okay.
Okay. So untuk yang lokal tadi member korang ni tanya soalan macam mana nak swing. So sebenarnya swing ni benda yang sama je. Tak kisah kita scalping ke, intra ke, swing ke, basically konsep sama. So apa yang akan berlaku bila ada breakout, kita dah ambil itu sebagai direction dan kita cari setup. Lepas tu kita monitor lah. Kita monitor. Macam saya beritahu tadi, setup kita akan berjalan daripada lower ke higher time frame. Daripada small time frame ke big time frame. So, waktu dia jalan, dia buat breakout tu, itulah yang kita nak. Selagi dia break bias, kita hold lah. Dia break bias, dia akan break yang kecil dulu. Lepas tu dia break besar. Lepas tu makin besar lah. sampai dah dia stuck. So dekat mana dia stuck tu, di situ kita ambil opposite entry. So macam tu je. So sebenarnya trading style ni tak ada masalah. Yang jadi masalahnya bila kita entry dekat sini, lepas tu kita punya expectation dia sampai sini. Dan kita tak monitor pun. Kita expect kita entry di daily dah cukup besar dah kan. Padahal dia kena lalu H4 dulu. Dia kena lalu M5, M30, H4. Kan? Tiba-tiba di H4 pun tak break, kita gatai hold. Kita hold, lepas tu goodbye my friend lah. So benda ni lah yang kita kena getah kan. Macam contoh kat sini lah. Contoh terdekat ni lah, yang kita tengah tengok ni. Kita dah buy di daily. Kita rasa daily ni dah cukup besar, cukup paduan. Sebab tengah orang cakap daily ni frame besar kan. Tapi apa yang berlaku, dia tak break H4 ni. Apa dia buat? Dia collect lower. So kalau kita buy di sini dengan harapan, oh buy sebab daily. Daily mesti jalan. Pokoknya dekat sini je dah sangkut. Tak ke sakit jiwa kan. Entry sini, ya break, relax dia break. Bila sampai untuk re-entry buy di sini, dia tak jalan. So dekat sini kita tak alert. Entry sini, kita rasa dia dah di M30 maybe ada breakout. Tapi kena ingat, untuk re-entry dia tak berjaya. So bila re-entry tak berjaya, dekat sini dah market bagi clue. Clue dia tak lego, tapi kita hold. Hold, goodbye my friend lah. Inilah yang kita akan tanggung. So korang clear part ni? Okay, so we gonna just look at
Hello. Hello.
so ada soalan boleh tanya.
Hello. Do you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So I have this really good a question. So what if so far with the examples you've shown us, right? You've shown us like after a breakout when price usually retraces deep into the breakout. So what if price does a touch and go and the opposite breakout, like the nearest breakout is very far away? How do you trade that? I don't know if
Okay,
that makes sense.
okay. So what you've been asking is something like that happened over here, because we have the key level over here and here, but our bias is up to here. So
Yeah, very, very.
so for the buy side, we have, okay, I'm just gonna draw the buy. So the buy will be at this one. This is the order for buy, right?
Yeah, okay.
So we have the sell. Sell is H4, M30, and M5. So let's say if we are taking entry over here, okay, and the H4 is too far, we need to monitor H4 breakout, right? But the thing is, the market, it's not gonna break the H4 directly. It will need to break the M30, M5, M30, then H4, right?
Right.
Okay, so when the range is too big, so we just monitor. Okay, if the M5 already broken, okay, we'll pass it. We look for M30. So when M30 is also passed, so we're gonna wait for it to break the H4. If it's stuck between any level, just like what happened over here, it didn't even reach at the H4 level. So we know that the buy momentum is not available over here.
So ultimately we still have to wait for the H4 break, right? We still have to wait for that.
Okay,
Even-
the H4 is we're gonna use H4 as bias if the direction is at daily. So if we drop down to H1 as our direction, let's say we have our this is our H1 direction, and we have key level over here at M15. So we gotta make sure it break M30 first. So even if we are using the daily as the direction, the H1 is the setup, and the H4 as the bias, for the setup to happen, it need to break the lower time frame first, right? The M5, the M30, and then H4. So what is happening over here is maybe the price only break the M30. So we have indication because we have a sell setup also over here, which is we are waiting the sell setup to break. So what is happening over at the sell setup? We have sell over here, which is H4, M30, buy, and this is for the buy, daily, H1, M15, M1. So for the sell setup, we need the bias to be broken on H1 and M15, right? So what is happening? We already have the clues. H1 is breaking over here. So we should looking at entry maybe at M30 or maybe drop even lower at M5. So we have the indication that selling may be possible over here. So while taking our entry at the buy, which is on the H1 or at the M15, what we're gonna monitor is whether the M15 breaking the M30 or H1 breaking the H4. So for what the market are giving at this moment, we only have the H1 breakout. So we have the sell bias, the sell momentum is stronger, right? Because it's already break this. So we're gonna look into M30 whether there is a breakout or not over here. So from what I see, there is a breakout over here. Let's say we have a breakout over here. So if we have M30 breakout, which means the setup is from M15 and the direction from H1, right? Because it's just breaking the M30, not the H4. So we're gonna find our re-entry at M15 over here and then repeat the same thing. When at M15, we take our entry at M15 and looking the M30 bias over here. Does the price really break the M30? So no, it doesn't break. So this is how the buy is failing over here and then drop even lower. So what I want to tell you is, so the setup will the market will flow from lower time frame to higher. So this one need to break first, and then this one. After this one, this one. Same goes to the opposite bias. If you are selling, you're gonna wait for M1 breakout. Okay, M1 is done. You're gonna wait for M15. So M15 is done breaking. You're gonna wait for H1 breakout. So what really happened over here is H1 breakout. So we know this is our selling area, and this is the breakout just happened at M30. So H1, M15, M30. So the M15 did break the M30, so we're gonna find the re-entry at M15. So our re-entry, we are looking over here. So what is happening when, let's say, we re-entry over here? So our bias will be M30. Or even if we drop even lower, okay, let's say M5 break first. Okay, so we wait for M30. So what is happening? Why the buy is failing? Because it didn't break the M30. So we have strong indication that the sell is having momentum at that moment. So are you clear about my explanation?
Got it. It makes sense. So I was
Okay.
busy. But yeah.
Okay. So basically, our setup, our entry will break from the lower time frame bias to higher. So if it's stuck anywhere, this is when this means the momentum is not on our side. If we are buying, then it doesn't give our break to our buyers, and then we know, oh, there is no buy momentum, and the market is currently giving sell momentum. So we we can look for opportunity to sell instead of buy. Okay, you clear, right?
Yeah, it's clear. It will take some time. I'll watch the videos again, but I'll look into it because sometimes I look at charts and I really wonder like what if the bias is like very high? So like if I
Yeah.
have to wait for breakout up there before re-entry down there, and all this kind of stuff. But I don't know, but this last question, right? I don't know if you can do it, maybe you try to do it later, but I want to see how you would have caught the sell that happened on gold last week, I think on Thursday. I don't know if you can show what you would have done.
Okay. What the trade that I'm getting in this week? I'm getting sell entry over here. Sell re-entry. So it's okay. I'm gonna show it to you guys.
Okay, on gold, right?
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I just want to see the one that happened on Thursday. If you remember that one, the one that dropped like
Uh,
400 pips, I think. I don't know if you followed.
on the goal.
Gold,
Oh,
yeah. Thursday, yeah. I think on Thursday.
oh, okay. The goal. Okay, we'll try to look into it, but
Okay.
first, let me explain this.
Yeah, yeah, okay, okay. Hey, no problem.
Okay. So, okay, we continue. So, what is happening? We are waiting to buy over here. This is our buy area. So, what we can see over here, the momentum is failing to go to our buyers, the H4. Uh, on the entity side, it fails over here. So this is how we know the momentum, the buy momentum is not in control yet. So suddenly the price break H1 again. See, this H1 breaking, H1 breaking. So when there is a buyer's breakout, we look for re-entry at entity. So at entity, we're gonna catch this sell entry, and we're gonna look at H4 if there is any new structure. Yeah, there is a new structure over here because the price is failing because the range is kind of a bit far. So there is new structure. So we just gonna mark it. I think I'm gonna put box so it will be less confused. There are so many line over here. Okay, same goes when when the current price is making a new structure, current structure. Still, we are waiting for a breakout. If we are taking buy, let's say, doesn't matter which key level we are take, still we gonna wait for it to break. But what really happened over here? It doesn't even reach to the H4 key level, and over time, the market actually create a new key level over here. For the sell buyers, create another new key level, and then later on after these buyers breaking, and then we are good to have a buy re-entry. Instead of at first we are waiting over here, and this is fail. We are waiting over here. This also fail, and the market giving us giving opportunity more. The price is nearer. Instead of we need the price to came over here to break, we just need to break over here. Just to has to break this one, and then we have a strong indication that market can go further. Okay, so you see, this is H4 breakout, which means selling. Our selling because we have locked the time frame, right? So this is the H4 breakout, and we're gonna look H1 whether it break. Okay, let's say this one is breakout. We're gonna find our entry at M30, maybe around here when pull back. And after we entry, does it break the H1? No. So when there is no buyer's breakout, that is the first indication for us. Oh, we have clue, right? Oh, the market is the sell momentum is maybe is not too strong. It's weakened. So that is how we know there is a rejection. There is a lack of momentum, and then that's what the information that we have, and we can take the buying position. But this one may be a little bit high risk because it didn't break the buyers first. It just a failed sell setup because we are expecting selling at M30 and then waiting for H1 to break. So the H1 is here. So it failed. Then it go up and break the buyers for the buy. So after it break, we can find re-entry H1, H4. We can find our re-entry at H1 or maybe lower. So basically, this is how we monitor our trade. Let's say we taking entry at M15, we wait for M30 breakout. After M30 breakout, we wait for H4 breakout. Just like what is happening over here, there is a H4 breakout. If we look into lower time frame over here, we're gonna see the M30 gonna break first. So this is the H1 breakout for the sell. So have like H1. So we're gonna look at M30 or drop even low. So price came like this. So we have the key level that is available over here at M30. This one, this one, this one. Okay, so at the first moment when the price is over here, we'll be thinking, okay, maybe we can take our sell over here. But what is happening? It is broken. So, like I said before, for the lady, H1, H4, the H1, M15, M30. So what is happening over here? There is a M30 breakout, which means this one settle. The M30 part is settled, so we're gonna wait for H4 to know whether the buying momentum is in or not. So what is actually happened after that? It did break the H4 key level. So whenever it break the H4 key level, just drop down to find the re-entry at H1, or even if you want to precise, just drop to M15. But if you are using M15, make sure it break M30. You cannot skip. If you entry at this and waiting for H4 to just H4 to break, and then you're gonna make mistake because you are skipping the time frame. So you cannot. You have to wait for the M30 to break first, and then you are viewing the H4, which is here over here. So like what is happening over here when the price first time coming, it didn't break. So at first maybe we have indication, oh maybe we can sell. Yeah, we can sell over here, sell a bit. The same thing for the sell. If you did take your sell over here, you need to make sure this one break. But what is the market is giving? There is a look into the line chart. Yeah, this one is breakout. Breakout. Okay, this one. Oh, this is M30. So we're gonna look at H1. H1 also break. H1 also break. So let's say we are taking our entry, and H1 is break, but on the pullback time, it did breaking the H4. So the just like I said, the momentum is uncertain, unpredictable, so it can fail our setup even if the bias is breaking. So the failed setup that happened over here because when we are re-entry, because this is like entity breaking H1 from H4. When we are re-entry, entity break H1. So we are re-entry at entity. So what is happening? It took a higher level, creating H4 breakout, and then drop down to the buying area. So this is how the market flow actually complete the cycle from buying to sell to buy to sell to buy to sell, something like that. You're gonna make yeah. Yeah, is there any question?
I have a question. So how does this affect news? Should you still, I mean, obviously you're gonna follow the time flow sequence, but if there's like a high impact news coming out,
Okay. Okay, I fully understand you. How to know?
Opening the door.
to know how to take trade during the news, right?
Yes.
Okay, basically, in the chart, what is happening in the chart, uh, the way the candles completing and leaving its history in the market itself, it's already concluded with the fundamental, because when there is a news, after that, when the candle is closing, the data is available in the chart. So from the technical part, what we are doing with the time frame sequence, it's do actually following the sequence. But when there is a high impact news or anything, the only things that are differ are the momentum. Other than that, it just follow the time frame sequence. So to take trade, when there is a news, for me, let's say we have this is our current price. I'm not gonna trade. I'm not gonna take my trade right before news. I never do that. I only take my trade during news if I already have maybe entry over here, just for layering. I will add. If it's my first entry, then it's a big no, because I will need before news. I will need the momentum to show there is a strong indication the price should go in my way. So for your answer, the market will respect the time frame sequence, the key level, the price action thing, everything it will respect. But the only thing that we cannot control is the momentum. This thing that we cannot predict. During news, is it gonna be massive like this or just slower momentum? This thing is our problem that will make our entry, maybe we take some loss or we may miss our entry, because the momentum during the news is we never know it. So if you are asking me whether the news is following the technical, yes. Uh, if you're looking into the chart after the news with all the marking from the history, you will have the price is respecting even during the news. It's just the momentum thing that we don't know whether it is massive or it just something like normal market. So am I answering your question?
Yes.
Okay. So for news, what I've been trading so far, I'm gonna take my entry during news just for another layer. So the news is actually it's just a booster for me. It's just a booster like a momentum, because I'm expecting momentum when the news. So it will be the news is actually gonna take my entry to TP. So I'm gonna have entry before the news. So it will be better, and because let's say the news is over here and this is where I'm going to take my entry. If I'm not entry with a proper lot, maybe I will MC or anything, because there will be spike and so on. So what I do, I must have a, a layer of or another entry earlier, and then I'm just going to add up and just wait for the momentum to kick in. And so the news is actually it's not a new opportunity for me. It's just a momentum, a booster for my entry to go to my TP, something like that.
Got it.
Okay, untuk korang yang local, apa yang dia tanya tadi, macam mana nak trade waktu news lah. So waktu news ni, dia tanya adakah still market still follow? So kalau korang tengok, korang marking dalam chart, market dia memang follow. Time frame sequence, time frame order memang dia follow. Tapi waktu news, kita cuma tak tahu momentum. Itu je problem dia. Momentum. So cara saya kalau saya nak trade waktu news, saya akan trade awal. So lepas tu saya just expect momentum je. Sebab kalau nak entry waktu news, kadang spread widen, lepas tu dia spike. Memang possible untuk lingkup tu tinggi je. So apa yang saya buat, kalau saya dah ada layer dah siap, baru saya akan tambah entry ataupun saya just tunggu momentum sahaja. Market dia akan respect kita punya, dia akan respect time frame order, dia akan respect, tapi itulah dari sudut momentum je lah yang masalah. So, korang clear Pak ni?
Cara communicate lain yang kita sama.
Let's just look into our Zoom if there is any other question. Okay, so if we already, let's say, we catch our entry over here, re-entry, then there is a new breakout over here, and then we find another re-entry. So after entry at this, if we are using H1, so we entry at H1, just expect it to break the H4 again. The next H4 is around here. Maybe we can also view at higher, but if there is this one is available this area, just use this one. So untuk entry buy ni, let's say lah kita dah dapat entry buy dan dia dah break kita punya bias, kita just cari di entry je lah. So lepas entry, expect benda yang sama je. Kita expect benda yang sama. Lepas entry, kena break kita punya bias. Bila dia break bias, kita re-entry. Kita tunggu dia break kita punya bias. Benda tu saja kita akan repeat. Siapa punya mic tu?
Mana dulu?
Syafiq punya mic. Okay. Buat tutup. Okay, so far korang clear part tu. Sebab benda ni dia macam ni je dalam market. So untuk part kita nak breakdown untuk tahu pun dia just repeat cycle yang sama je. Untuk buy dia just repeat benda ni. Time frame yang kita ready untuk buy. Yang untuk sell dia akan repeat time frame untuk sell. Itu je. So for the last week, I have like the first one I have entry over here. Then I have entry over the first one I have over here, I think. The first one I have over here from the last week. Then I have re-entry over here. Then another re-entry over here. So how I actually catch this setup? So I'm taking sell. So I'm just gonna use this. So what is happened actually after the H1 break over here? The H1 break over here. The first time I look for entry is over here, but then a few times it didn't break. Then I look over the bias also, which is the daily H1 and H4. H1, M15, M30. So when I see the H1 buy is failing at H4, which is over here, see. So this is how I get my entry over here, and I'm using the divergence trend line. I didn't get to tell you guys about the trend line divergence yet. So this is my first entry over here. Because when I'm buying over here, when we have this breakout, this breakout, and I'm buying, there is also a buy breakout, and then I am expecting price to break this. But what is happened? The price didn't even get to this area. So I'm taking my entry over here, and I'm waiting for it to break the H1. Then it did break the H1, and later on, but the pullback is a bit wide, and I'm actually a bit because this setup I swing this setup, not really swing, just like intraday, but when the price came back, the pullback is a bit wide, so luckily I don't put any SL. So because I'm confident with this setup, so this is my sell. We did broke the H1. But this setup is a bit, bit slow. This part is really pissed me off actually, because it's taking too long to go. And I entry over here. When it breaks, I'm just hold my position and hoping it break the daily. So what really happened? It didn't break the daily at the first time and come back to my entry. Uh, so this is how the market is flowing, I am expecting it to break the daily, and the daily is like over here, but it didn't break. I just came down here because we also have the buy bias, which is the H1 did break the H4, so there is a H1 possible buy over here. And what is actually happened? The market did give the buy re-entry over here, but it didn't break the H4. And after that, the price go down. So my entry around here will think like, like something like about 20 pips, less than 20 pips, but it's okay for me because I'm very confident about this setup, because on the bigger view, I've seen that there is a possibility the price will broke out will break this level, and then that's why I'm taking entry over here. I didn't manage to catch buy over here, so I'm just waiting for it to break the H1 again, and then I'm taking my trade. So the second one, the entry, I got over here, and the third one, I have it over here, and it did float a bit because I didn't monitor about that time. So after it did do the breakout, I'm just leave it and look into the bigger buyers, which is this, whether to break out or not. So untuk entry yang saya dapat kat sini lah. 20 sell, tapi sini sakit lah ni. Ini dia menguji keimanan lah. Memang lembab lah setup ni. Sebab saya dah entry kat sini pun, dia dah jalan. Sebab saya expect dia untuk break ni kan. Tak sangka lah dia nak pull back sampai sini. Tapi dia pull back sampai sini pun saya tak close lah. Sebab dia tak closing dia tak break H4. So saya biar je lah. Dan saya confident sebab tengok structure higher time frame, dia boleh jalan jauh. So bila dia buat breakout lagi sekali, saya cari entry. Dapat entry kat sini. Satu. Lepas tu ada breakout lagi. Kat sini saya dapat entry. Yang kedua, sini floating sikit lah. Waktu entry pun saya pun dah malas lah dan saya tak apa nak monitor. So bila saya dapat entry, saya just tunggu dia breakout. So lepas dia breakout ni, saya just hold lah. Sebab saya target dia break yang ni. Dan dia dapat break. So flow yang berlaku dalam market, yang ni kalau kita nak explain satu-satu ni semua make sense ni. Macam mana buy, break the sell, macam mana nak dapat entry buy, semua make sense ni. Dia as long kita follow kita punya table tu tak ada masalah. Kita follow kita punya order dan kita tahu kita punya bias. Dia yang penting lepas entry, bias backup je. So itu saja yang kita nak kena monitor. So for the explanation over here about the selling and buying, you guys can get something or still confused on how to get the buy entry and the sell entry? Untuk yang local, untuk part kita nak dapat buy dengan sell ni, korang ada problem tak? Macam mana dari buy ni bertukar menjadi sell dan sell tu berjalan, macam mana buy ni berjalan dan sell berjalan ni, korang boleh dapat tak yang ni?
Sama-sama sikit.
Sama ya. Nanti kalau buat marking, sebab tu saya ada terfikir, ingat nak minta korang buat homework lah. Sebab kadang konsep ni satu benda yang baru untuk korang kan. So data korang pun agak kurang. So untuk nak fully nampak tu, dia sebenarnya untuk part teori ni korang nampak je. Cuma korang tak dapat nak catch up. Kita slow dengan market. And the moment kita realize benda tu jadi, dah terlepas. Betul tak? Sekarang korang jadi macam tu. So untuk nak bagi dapat grab ni, sama ada korang practice buat homework ataupun korang forward test saja. Sebab kalau benda ni satu benda yang baru, so info korang tu agak kurang lah. Kita practice nak bagi laju je. Nak bagi laju. Sebab decision waktu nak trade ni kena cepat. Sebab price dia bergerak, dia ada momentum, dia akan jalan. So kalau kita terlepas entry tu, memang kita terlepas lah. Untuk starting pun dulu saya mula-mula macam tu lah. Waktu starting kita nampak clear macam mana buy jadi, sell jadi, kita nampak. Tapi Waktu nak entry dia jadi slow. Kan kita baru nak calculate, nak maki, dia jalan dah. Lepas. So bila kita dah biasa marking, kita dah tahu time frame mana nak tunggu, time frame mana kita nak cari setup, time frame mana kita nak tunggu dia breakout. So dia jadi laju. Laju ni yang kita nak. Laju decision yang cepat ni penting untuk kita pakai waktu trade. So for international, I've been thinking because some of you guys, this concept is something new concept for you guys. So when it's a new concept, so it will take a bit of time for you to adapt. So if you guys can make a simple homework like marking both on buy and sell, so you get to know and be more familiar with the market because you know, okay, this buy setup is happen on this time frame. This is the direction, this is the setup, and this is the buyers. So when you are familiar with the direction, setup, and buyers for buy, for sell, and later on, your progress will be fast. And what we want in the market, actually, we want our decision to be fast. Because at this moment, you guys can see the market clearly. But to make the decision fast is a bit tricky. Because the moment you just done your marking and everything, the price had already go from your setup. So the setup actually, you miss the setup because you are taking time to marking, to market, to view the buyers. But it's okay, it's still a progress. But what I'm suggesting, if you guys can make homework, I mean like you are marking on the buy side and the sell side, so you guys will get familiar with it, and it gonna be so later on when you want to trade, it gonna be fast. This thing gonna give you, okay, when the price approaching this area, you know what to do, which time frame to view, which time frame to be broken. So your action gonna be fast, and then after that you just monitor, something like that. So actually I didn't even get into the MDA thing yet. MDA and the divergence. So you guys want to see it tonight, or still want to look on how the buy and sell first?
For me, I'll say buy and sell first.
Buy sell first.
Yeah, same for me.
Okay. Okay. Ya.
Kita nak mark breakout tu dekat direction ke dekat bias punya?
Okay, first bila kita nak cari direction, kita akan tanda breakout dan ambil itu sebagai direction. So bila kita dah dapat entry, baru kita tanda dekat bias. Let's say sini. Ni kita punya bias. So bias ni kita ambil lah structure. Yang mana yang structure yang perlu di break. Kalau structure terdekat adalah sini, dia kena break sini untuk tunjuk dia kuat. So kita makinlah sini, bias. Kalau structure yang terdekat adalah sini, so kita makinlah sini as a bias. So kalau market dia nak jalan, dia perlu tunjuk yang dia kuat, dia kena break out yang ni. So bias ni kita ada bias ni sebab kita dah ada target. Iaitu target kita nak buy di daily. Kita ambil asal daripada breakout buy. Okay, breakout buy. So kita cari setup kita di sini dan inilah bias kita. So bila dah ada bias, kita tandalah sini. Sini. Tempat ni clear? So untuk bias ni, the price need to break the structure. Need to break the structure. On the selling, actually I did try over here, but you know the structure there is it did break this H1, but when it pulled back, it didn't break back. So this is kind of tiring process, which is to wait, and then the last did take over here. So you guys have any other question? Because when there is no question, it's gonna be an awkward moment for me. So I need question so I can explain something to you, to you guys.
Sir,
Yeah.
hari tu saya ada tanya Sir kat Telegram kan, apa yang pasal saya selalu start marking dari daily dengan H4. Lepas tu Sir suruh saya tengok weekly atau monthly juga kan. So kalau saya ambil H4 tengok weekly kan. So kalau Sir tunjuk kat saya dekat chat boleh Sir?
Boleh.
Maksud saya kalau saya nak daripada H4 tu, maksud Sir tengok kat weekly tu, tengok jenguk tu macam mana?
Okay, dia macam ni tau. Kita akan buka time frame yang higher ni just untuk kita nak tahu, let's say lah kita ambil monthly lah as indication. Buka monthly, kita tengok monthly breakout buy atau breakout sell. Itu dah memadai. Lepas tu kita dah lock time frame, ada cukup lah. Sekejap saya tunjuk. Okay, so your friend is asking me how to firstly we taking the direction from the market. How to know which time frame to lock in. So how I get this the entry at EU is basically I'm just looking for breakout. So this is a monthly breakout. Okay, so when I know there is a monthly buy breakout, buy, so weekly is gonna be sell. So when I know monthly is buy, so for the buy side is gonna be monthly, daily, H1, M15, M1. And for the sell side, it's gonna be weekly, H4, M30, M5. Macam ni je saya makin. Saya tak makin pun sebenarnya. Saya buka monthly, saya tengok breakout apa yang ada. Macam mana saya boleh dapat entry dekat sini, sebab saya ambil monthly ni buy. Sini ada breakout buy. So saya ambil monthly buy. So automatic weekly adalah sell. So bila monthly buy, saya dah tahu, saya dah lock dah. Untuk buy, saya akan cari ini saja untuk buy. Untuk sell, saya hanya akan cari ini saja, sell. So later on, kita just drop time frame lah. Bila kita dah tahu monthly ni apa, dah cukup dah. Lepas tu kita drop lah. Kita nak pakai daily boleh, kita nak H1 pun boleh. Tapi kalau kita ambil terlalu kecil, maybe dia agak confusing lah. Tapi proses dia, konsep dia still sama. Konsep dia punya following order tu semua sama. Cuma kita ambil lah yang mana proper. Macam saya selalu saya tengok, okay monthly dah buy, okay terus saya drop ke daily. Saya akan tanda daily untuk buy, H4 untuk sell. Lepas tu terus start cari entry lah. Kalau dapat entry buy, saya monitor lah bias. Macam tu je. Selalu orang akan tanya saya, macam mana, okay dekat sini pun ada breakout monthly ni. So sebenarnya, untuk time frame order ni, kalau korang tersilap, let's say lah, korang kata monthly sell, weekly buy, sebenarnya benda tu tak ada masalah pun. Dia nak lari tu tak banyak. Dia lari tu tak banyak. Tapi kalau tanya saya kenapa saya ambil ini sebagai buy, sebab saya nampak strong indication ni breakout banyak ni. Ini salah satunya lah. Kalau kita nak view yang lebih detail, kita tengok. Sebab nak tengok yang time frame yang lebih higher, tak ada tau. So dekat sini, kalau kita nak identify juga monthly juga, kita nak clearkan monthly ni tengah buat apa. So apa yang saya buat? Saya tanda tengok, okay, sini ada monthly breakout. Okay, dia reject level ni. Lepas tu sini pun ada monthly breakout. So nampak tak? Dia strong indication untuk naik. So saya target lah buy over here. Tapi tak kisah pun sebab kita ada two-way direction. Kita ada dua bias. Kita ada dua pilihan. So kalau dia sampai sini, dia tak ada buy, automatik saya akan ambil sell. So benda ni dia tak ada masalah pun. Kalau korang try marking pun, let's say lah korang marking, korang boleh try marking monthly untuk buy, lepas tu korang buat monthly untuk sell, korang akan tengok beza dia tak jauh pun. So kalau tanya saya, sebenarnya time frame yang betul-betul tak lari adalah H4 ke bawah je yang tak lari. H4 ke bawah. Bermaksud H1 dan ke bawah. Itu je time frame yang betul-betul solid sebenarnya. Sebab apa? Okay, broker ada banyak tau waktu candle open. Ada 5 pagi, ada 6 pagi, ada 7 pagi, ada 8 pagi. So dalam 4 ni, yang mana yang betul? Tak ada. Kita tak boleh jawab benda ni. So bila dia ada 4 ni, di broker ni, candle H4 dia lain. Di broker ni, candle H4 lain. Candle H4 lain, candle H4 lain. So macam mana kita nak tahu marking kita betul atau tak? Time frame kita pakai tu betul atau tak? So jawapan dia susah. Dia lebih kurang macam tak ada lah. Kita just pakai apa yang ada. Dan sebab tu kita pakai full time frame order. So kalau kata kita, let's say lah time frame kita pilih tu salah sekalipun, dia lari tu tak banyak tu. Lari dia sikit-sikit lah. Benda ni kalau korang tanya kat orang, mana ada orang boleh jawab pun. Broker ada 4 waktu yang tak sama. Okay, 5 pagi, 6 pagi, 7 pagi, 8 pagi. So, candle H4 lari. H4 lari. Bila H4 dah lari, daily akan lari, weekly akan lari, monthly akan lari. Semua candle ni lari. Macam mana kita nak tahu breakout mana satu yang true? Ada orang boleh jawab? Tak boleh. So basically, apa yang kita ambil, just apa yang kita nampak clear sahaja. Kalau kita dapat monthly buy, pilihlah monthly sebagai buy. As long, waktu nak trade, kita pakai time frame order. Itu yang paling penting. Time frame order dan kita tunggu untuk market break bias. Ini yang sepatutnya. So masalah untuk marking ni sebenarnya tak ada masalah. Orang kata tersilap marking, tersilap time frame pun, selagi mana korang pakai order, korang boleh dapat tahu sama ada setup korang tu betul atau tak. Setup tu boleh jalan atau tak. Still boleh dapat tahu. Untuk part ni korang clear tak? Agak confused kan? Sebab benda ni tak ada orang pernah bercakap kan? Tapi inilah realiti dalam market. Sebab tu kadang kita tengok ada setengah trader marking, okay, dia punya key level macam ni, dia punya price yang sampai dekat dia macam ni, tapi price yang sampai dekat kita macam ni. Pernah perasan tak benda ni? Chart kita tak sama dengan orang.
Benar.
Tapi kita tak tahu jawapan kan, sebab apa? Sebab market open tak sama. Market open, macam saya cakap tadi, ada 4 waktu yang berbeza. 5 pagi, 6 pagi, 7 pagi, 8 pagi. So basically, 4 time ni, candle dia berbeza semua. So kalau kita pakai candlestick semata-mata, kita nak cakap makin kita lagi kat sini. Okay, ni broker A. Ni broker B. Di broker C, mungkin jadi macam ni. So, di broker C, dia cakap dia dapat entry dekat sini. Tapi dekat broker B tak ada pun benda tu. Dekat broker A pun tak ada benda tu. So, kita nak salahkan siapa? Kita nak cakap, entry ni salah. Entry ni tak betul. Tak boleh. So, kita just stick dengan time frame order yang ada dan kita just tunggu buyer's break sahaja. Benda ni je. So untuk part marking, kita just trade apa yang kita nampak dan kita faham. Sebab dia nak lari pun, dia takkan lari banyak. Dia lari sikit lah. Sebab setengah orang dia jadi isu tau. Jadi macam, macam mana nak marking? Kalau monthly buy, kenapa buy? Sebab monthly sell pun ada. Sell pun ada kat sini. Kat sini ada sell. Tapi kenapa ambil buy? Macam saya pilih sebab ni lah. Okay, dia dah reject level ni. Lepas tu ada breakout. Okay, dia confident untuk ambil dia sebagai buy. Kita ambil lah. Tapi kalau tak semestinya breakout buy ni, kita akan ambil buy. Boleh je jadi sell. Tapi kalau jadi sell, kita ambil je sell. Tapi untuk part time frame order, dia tak akan lari banyak. So untuk part ni korang clear tak? Sebab bab time frame ni dulu ramai je orang yang tak faham benda ni sampai bergaduh. Bab time frame sampai bergaduh kan. Cakap ini saya tak daily ni. Kan korang pun mesti pernah dengar juga kan. Ni aku entry ni saya tak daily. Lepas tu dengan member cakap tak ni saya tak H4. Kan. Dan sekali korang pening. Kan korang pening. Mana satu ni? Daily ke H4? Macam mana korang rasa macam jam. Dan sekali korang cari lagi benda yang baru. Padahal benda tu tak berapa tak berapa nak ni pun. Dia penting tapi kalau dah memang lari, dalam chart dia dah lari. So kita nampak entry dekat H4, dia nampak dekat daily, tu tak kisah. Yang penting kita tahu nak tunggu lepas entry tu, kita nak tunggu apa? Itu yang penting. Itu yang penting sebenarnya. Kalau korang silap time frame ke, korang marking, contohlah korang lock tu salah kan. Benda tu tak ada isu pun. Korang boleh je. At the end of the day, selagi korang follow tu, dia takkan lari banyak dan korang still boleh dapat. Okay, tadi Anik tanya, macam mana nak tahu buy atau sell dari current market price. Okay. Sebenarnya bila kita dah tahu, monthly bagi breakout buy atau sell, selebihnya kita drop lah ke lower. Macam yang saya pakai ni, itu breakout, monthly breakout, monthly buy. So automatic weekly sell. Tapi kita tak fokus pun dekat sini. Sebab kalau range tu dekat apa, kalau range tu jauh, tak payahlah fokus. Drop terus ke daily. Daily jadi buy, H4 jadi sell. So on current price, kita monitor lah yang dekat-dekat ni je. So kalau boleh dapat entry current, entry je lah.
Sorry, I have a question.
Yeah.
So you said, 1 second. So right here is the monthly breakout, right?
Yeah.
And you're saying automatically, I mean, I kind of get it. I get the time sequence, but he says automatically weekly is a sell. So would you be looking over here to find an area on the weekly chart where it should start selling from? Or you're waiting until a weekly level like right here gets broken?
Okay. As what I've been using actually will looking like this. Okay, let's say I have the monthly breakout,
Yeah.
which is buy, and then I already know because we are having two-way direction, right? So if
Yes.
monthly is buy, so this weekly is definitely gonna be sell. So
Yes.
if I want to use the monthly finding setup over here, then I will look for the buy, the sell buyers. So just drop into weekly, and we see we look into the sell buyers.
Okay.
Let's say we have over here, uh, we have over here. So on the buying, we have, if looking at the time frame order, we have monthly, daily, and until M1, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So on the selling part, just repeat the same thing. Weekly, H4, entity, F5.
All right. 1 second. Let me rephrase a little bit. So
Okay.
when the monthly gave the breakout, right?
Yeah.
A breakout like that.
Mhm.
If there's no weekly breakout to the downside, you're still gonna just maintain monthly buys, right?
Yeah. I'm still gonna use
Until
it.
until a weekly breakout forms.
Okay. The way I use this time frame order is when I know, let's say I know monthly is buy, I already set in, I already locked the time frame. So for looking buy, I will just use this.
Yes.
For looking sell, I will just look for this. So if there is no weekly breakout over here, let's say for because we are taking breakout over here, right? So
Yes.
we are looking for weekly over here, and there is no weekly level. So we have two-way bias. So it doesn't have a problem. Then maybe we can use H4. When we want to take sell, just use any of this.
Understand.
So for buy, let's say we want buy over here. If there is no daily, we drop into H1. As long we already lock this time frame, just use it all along the way. It doesn't
Got
matter
it.
if it's break, break, break. We just use this all the time.
Got it. So
Okay.
I have one more question for you. Could you
Oh yeah.
take a look at goal? Because
Oh,
I just want to see if I'm in sync with the breakout. So for me and goal, I have a monthly breakout, so I know that the weekly should be a sell.
okay. Just now I've been explaining to the local because
Okay.
uh, actually in the market, if you uh, if you if you know that the broker have the different opening time, right?
Yes.
Okay, broker. So in Malaysia, there is broker at 5 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., and even at 8 a.m., right? So the different opening time create a different H4 candle, right?
Yes.
So because so for me, the most true candle are only H4 and below, which means H1 and below. H1 and below is the purest key level because if this broker open at 5 a.m., its H4 gonna look different from 6 a.m. And all these four are different. So different timing will create different candle. So if H4 is different, surely the daily will be different, and weekly, and also the monthly. there will be a bit of difference, right? So that's why sometimes when we are seeing other people trade, like they have this key level, let's say, they are taking trade like this. This is their price look like, but in our with our broker, it may look something like this. On other broker, it may look something like this. So some people are arguing. They are saying, "Oh, my entry is valid. This is the best entry over here." Meanwhile, the other people didn't viewing different things, and maybe another people from another broker even get entry over here, which is not available. Structure is not available at these two broker. So for the time frame, the higher time frame, that's why I always drop till lower, because that is the purest, the most pure. Because let's say your broker have this level, on other broker it will be a bit different. Like this one I take say so, okay. I'm gonna add FXCM, or because some people been arguing about this, so it's a bit funny for me. uh, okay, we are looking at weekly, so change it to monthly. If this broker using the same time, then should look same. Okay, we have this from the CESO. Okay, monthly. uh, oh wait, I'm gonna using the magnet, so it will be more accurate. Okay, yes, click this first, then add. Okay. So this price is 1906.76. Okay, this is daily. So let's see another broker. I mean, because gold have a bit like 1 hour, right? The gap between
Yeah, 1 hour.
the market open. So let's see if really the broker is giving the same. So rex.com. So this one is $1. Okay. So let's see. Okay, for gold. Okay, this is accurate. Okay, maybe for FX. Okay, PCM. Okay, this one didn't differ a lot. Okay, maybe because gold have 1 hour gap, and this is also monthly. Okay, let's see at daily, because this thing happen. daily. Okay. Okay, let's take the highest daily.
So
Ah,
we just
see
look
this
at
one.
the current closing price is because the market all cost already. So since if there's a difference on the closing price on each broker, that means there's a price difference.
Yeah,
It's not as of now the market is closed, right?
sorry.
As of now the market is all cost on all broker, right?
Yeah, because
So
all broker.
we just look at the current closing price. If the price have different, that means all over the broker have a price gap just like that.
Yeah,
You don't have to
right.
show level by level. It's very complicated. I know I have research on this matter before. There's a difference of the server opening time.
Yeah,
But there's a clue. Maybe we can look on the exchange, which exchange the feature is from. Maybe that's the real price for that.
I don't know because I've been looking about this because I went even deeper about the price. I went into SMC and even HFT, and at the end of the day, it's basically all the broker will never have the same
Yes,
price. So
unless you have a 1 hour and minutes chart, that's all the same price.
yeah,
I think that have a huge gap over there.
yeah. This is what I'm trying to show because sometimes people are arguing about the marking. Oh, my marking is correct. This marking is not correct. So when you know that the the price is actually differ because we have a different opening time for the broker, so we know we should set in our mind we can trade by we don't have to be attached with this thing because a lot of people being arguing. Okay, oh, I get sell from H1. The other people say they get the sell from the H4. The other one saying that they get it from weekly. So people is confusing. So that is why is the only things matter for us is after we lock the time frame, we just drop down and then use the time frame order and waiting for momentum to kick in. Which means after entry, just wait for the buyers to break. That's what was the most important thing. Because if we are focusing on this pricing, on this opening or anything, on the bigger time frame, it maybe have a bit of differ and it will affect us at some point. So this is why I'm just trying to show. So maybe some of you guys never know about this. Never know about this, never heard about this. Because I went deeper and when I found out that every broker has the different price feed, every broker is not the same. The pricing will be differ. I'm quite shocked actually, because I used to think, oh, this key to use this key level and everything so on. But when it's come, it become it's like everything is different. You know, every broker is different. So how you measure? How you gonna measure uh, your trade and my trade if the market is different? So that is why we just lock the time frame and then we drop down following the time frame order.
Right. Betul sekali, sir. So about the candle difference is nothing to argue actually. It's a matter of choice or only, sir.
Yeah.
It's back to the trader himself, which broker he want to choose.
Yeah.
If they want to use just like that. Nothing to argue about it.
Yeah. The most important part, whether you understand the momentum or not.
Yeah,
Right.
correct, sir. The price
Ah,
action key lah.
yeah, the price action. Are the momentum are in or not?
Right.
I- if there is the momentum is not, even you say you have the best broker, you have the best
We use
the best opening price, right? It doesn't give anything, right?
right. So, betul.
So just like this, okay, I've been marking 3, and this one is the most different one. So this is why I mentioned the breakout. You just take monthly, and then you are good to go. You can drop down to the daily, or you just need to know the monthly whether it's buy or sell, and then you don't need to focus on the higher, because the higher time frame, it needs a lot of time to complete. And even after it complete, it closing its candle, it came like this. We wait for so long, and then the candle is different from each other. So we are confusing which one to use. This broker is closing break, another broker is closing not break, as a rejection. So this is what I mean by showing this. Kau nampak tak dia punya beza ni? Ni yang tadi saya explain. Ini lah paling ketara. Ini jadi double top. Ini jadi macam macam QM. So tak jam lah. Kalau nampak macam ni dalam market tak jam lah. Kan? Mesti korang akan blur lah. Kenapa ni tak sama kan? Sebab price feed tak sama. Price feed setiap broker memang tak sama. Reason saya point out benda ni sebab somehow nanti later on korang akan jumpa siapa yang pernah kaji terlalu deep, korang akan nampak lah benda ni. Untuk yang tak terlalu deep, korang tak perasan lagi. Bukan takkan perasan, korang akan perasan sebab kalau buka H4 memang lari, memang lain. Ni baru daily lah. Kalau saya buka H4, okay, cuba sini, macam ni. Ni dia akan ada breakout, tapi dia lari ya. Level dia akan lari ya sikit. Tak ke jam. Ni breakout. Semua ada bagi breakout, tapi ada yang breakout dia sikit, ada yang breakout banyak. So level-level ni dia akan lari ya. Nampak perbezaan structure ni. Ini je yang saya nak tunjuk supaya later on korang tak jam lah. Sebab ramai je yang gaduh pasal time frame ni. Gaduh lah sekali korang pening, korang mencari balik, keep digging. Keep digging memang goodbye lah. Memang goodbye. Okay, ni so semua kita delete. So on the goal, recently, the last time I've been using weekly as buy and monthly and daily as sell. So which mean monthly is sell. So when I already lock my time frame like that, so I'm just gonna drop down. It doesn't matter. So let's say we are dropping down to daily. Because we know daily is sell. Just drop down and looking for daily key level. One over here. Just mark anything that's available. Taking the this key level. Okay. So we have the weekly as buy. So our H4 and our H4 for our setup, and then daily as our buyers. So we can find H4 as our key level to take buy, or just look for daily breakout. So the daily breakout open over here. This is the daily breakout. So after the daily breakout, we know the bias is being broken, right? Because our setup will be on H4 and we need daily to break out. So after the daily is breakout, we're gonna find our setup. We're gonna find our setup back at H4. At H4. But what the market give, it did break the H4 to but we also have a so when there is because over here before it go down, we can find our sell at this or even 15. Okay, have monthly, daily, weekly. Just the same thing. This is for the sell. Daily, H1, H4, H1, M50, M2. Okay, into sell. So for the buy, we have weekly, daily, weekly, H4, daily, H4, M30, H1. Okay, if you want to go smaller, 30, M5, M50. So what is happening over here? Because there is a daily breakout over here. So which means the market is at this current is in this current state. So we can find our setup over H4 or drop down using H4 as our direction. So just like this, how I've been using this, it's just like this. So if we drop down into H4, we're gonna have this level and this level for entry. If we drop even lower, maybe we will have a M30 level over here, even more accurate. Let me break up M30. Oh, the same level. So this is already if we are using the entity, H4 as direction, entity. Just need to see this to break. And on the higher side will be this. So after this one break, wait for this one to break. This is for the buying side. But how I get my entry? It's like this. Already have this daily break. Daily break, my entry at H4. So we have like this level. Then it doesn't logic if we entry over here and then the price can easily break this one. So that's why I'm drop until we have entry at M30 and wait for the H1 to break first. After H1 break, then we can consider the daily to break. So did H1 really break over there? Yes. The H1 did break over here. So we know that the setup that is happening over here is coming from the H4 for the H1. So H1 is settled. We're gonna look for daily. If the daily is far, if it's far, we're gonna use the H1. Any other H1 that is broken, just repeat the same cycle. When you repeat this, break in these bias, just look for entry at entity. Same thing. So the daily only break after this area. So when there is a daily breakout, then I know which one of the time frame is taking. So the daily is breakout, which means this is the setup is happen at H4 and this is the direction. So I'm gonna find the re-entry at H4. So for this part you guys are clear. Untuk korang macam ni je cara saya pakai. Saya akan marking. Saya lepas dah tahu monthly buat apa, cukup. Lepas tu drop lah sampai daily. Daily tu dah okey lah bagi saya, dah okey lah. Tapi kita tengok jugalah weekly punya level kan, kod ada key level yang terdekat ke. Tengok macam tu je. Tapi untuk setup ni, memang saya akan pakai daily ke bawah saja. Untuk nak cari-cari entry ni daily ke bawah, dah cukup. Lepas tu kita just tunggu lah. Ke daily ke bawah, tengok daily dah breakout. Okay, so inilah direction, ini setup. Break yang ni, cari re-entry. Ini break, cari re-entry. Tengok H4, ada re-entry, masuk. Ada possible entry, masuk. Let's say masuk pun dah drop H4, M30, H1, entry ke M30, monitor H1, H1 break, entry ke M30. Macam tu je. Over time, bila dah setup tengah jalan, kita monitor lah yang besar pula. Bila H1 dah break, kita monitor lah daily. Dah daily break ke tak? Macam ni, okay daily break. So bila daily break, kita carilah re-entry balik ke H4. H4 terlalu besar, jadikan H4 sebagai direction. Cari di sini setup. Monitor balik sini. Benda tu je. So korang ada apa-apa soalan lagi tak? Saya nak tunjuk buying and selling ni pun dia sebab dia sama je dan time frame yang sama je kita akan guna. So as for now, you guys have any other question or any question regarding the marking or explanation or anything? Just ask. Ni semua senyap bahaya Senyap ni dangerous. Korang clear tak? Clear ke ataupun confused ke ataupun ada apa-apa ke?
Nak tanya?
Tanya.
Okay. Contoh kan, kalau kita tak nak cari breakout, tapi kita hanya based on SNR, boleh kan?
Breakout untuk apa? Waktu nak entry ataupun nak entry tak ada masalah sebab SNR pun key level juga.
Nampak macam bucu-bucu tajam tu kan? Lepas tu kita time dia. Boleh ke macam tu?
Boleh, tak ada masalah. Sebab reason kenapa kita ambil breakout, sebab breakout ni dia indication momentum je. Dia indication momentum, lagipun price lebih dekat untuk sampai ke breakout dulu sebelum sampai ke SNR. Kalau pasal kan. So sebab tu kita tanda breakout. Kalau momentum
5 hari ni tekan cari dekat breakout je, tak berani masuk dekat SNR yang macam betul-betul bucu tu. So far dia masuk breakout, dia memang jalan terus lah, dia tak ada floating sangat. So my question now is whether we can mark the normal SNR tu.
Tak ada masalah. Marking je. SBR, RBS, SNR, support, resistance, marking je.
Okay. Baik. Terima kasih.
Dia sebab momentum je. Kalau dia sampai tu ada momentum, settle lah, tak ada masalah. Syafiq ada soalan ke?
Tak ada sir.
Okay, so far clear. Korang clear ke korang confused ni? Itu saya nak tahu.
Clear, tapi kena tengok dekat live market juga.
Dia sebab marking ni, kalau kita tengok lama-lama pun, dia akan jadi macam bosan tau. Sebab benda yang sama yang kita tengok. Dan dia akan memeningkan sebab line tu banyak. Bila kita dah faham konsep ni, dia akan jadi macam benda ni terlalu simple. So apa lagi yang kita nak cari? Inilah yang saya rasa. Kalau korang dah sampai rasa benda tu, itu maksudnya korang dah level boring lah.
Sekarang ni serabut dekat tempat line tu lah sebab terlampau banyak.
Terlampau banyak kan. Walaupun macam sekarang ni Masyita pun makin macam tu lah.
Memang tanda macam artis saja tu lah, line-line ada banyak. Ada banyak.
Tengok rasa bosan tak?
Semua juga
Jemu kan. Sebab tu saya nak explain. Padahal kita boleh je nak explain detail satu persatu. Okay, ini breakout ini breakout ini. Tapi bila kita pecah dia jadi line lagi banyak, lagi pening dan lagi sabut. Dan benda tu kita nak explain pun dia jadi macam, benda ni lagi. Benda ni lagi kan. Dia simple je. Ada direction, ada setup, tunggu buyer spread. Habis cerita. Itu je.
Habis tu ada tak cara untuk nak elakkan pening yang line yang banyak tu?
Tak ada. Sebab kita tak tahu dia nak collect level mana. So kalau kita tak mark, dia jadi macam yang waktu first saya explain. Bila kita apply flexibility 100%, kita tak buat marking, dia akan mengarut lah. Dia akan jadi, kita seronok pingpong kan, pingpong. Dan sekali kita tak tahu dah. Kita jadi blur. Nak buy ke nak sell ni? Dia akan jadi macam tu. So nak tak nak, kita kena ada juga marking.
Line tu dia macam orang panggil apa? Stopper. Macam dia macam berjaga-jaga tau. Kalau dia dah sampai kat situ, untuk 5 hari ni yang notice ialah bila taruh line tu, dia macam bila dia nak sampai tu, turun dekat lower time frame, tengok dia jadi macam satu stopper untuk apa kita tunggu price action tu nak buat apa. Kalau tak ada line tu, dia macam kita jadi bodoh sikit lah.
Kita jadi, betul ke tak sini kan?
So, betul.
Penting lah line ni. Sebab tu kalau perasan, dekat mana yang kita marking, price akan respect ya. Sama ada dia respect dengan reject ataupun dia breakout. Kan? Dia mesti akan touch. Sebab tu kita kena mark. So, bila kita mark, kita boleh tahulah reaction yang dia bagi. Kalau tak ada marking, aduh jam tu.
Cuma
Memang
tu lah,
marking
serabut line tu.
memang sabut lah. Ini sikit lah, Kalau macam saya lah, saya drop sampai MDA, lepas tu saya tambah dengan HFT lagi.
Aduh.
Pernah tengok kan saya post chart tapi saya edit yang color-color tu, pernah tengok kan?
Tak biasa, baru je. Ikut
tak
official
masalah.
baru sebulan tak sampai.
Tak pasal lah.
Bukan tak
Kalau
pasal,
ada
tak dan tengok.
orang yang pernah tengok, saya snap tapi saya edit lah. Itu pun dia kata sabut lah, ni pakai apa ni? Dengan ada indikator lagi, dengan marking lagi. Memang jam lah. So marking ni sebenarnya dia bukan big deal lah. Sebab tu setengah orang dia just pakai higher time frame. Dia just pakai higher time frame tapi cost dia bila kita pakai higher time frame, floating tu lebih dan cut loss tu lebih lah. Kalau kita nak simplify, itulah dia punya cost. Kalau kita nak precise, kita nak precise, inilah price dia. Kita kena hadap line yang banyak.
Tapi sedap dia tu lah. Tak float lah. Float tu tak banyak lah.
Float tak banyak lah.
Tekan running.
Tu dia cakap. Dia preference. Kalau kita selesa untuk nak precise je. Tak ada masalah. Kalau kita rasa sabut lah, tak nak precise, no problem. Tapi as long kita tahu level mana nak cut kalau tak SD. Itu je.
Oh, memang tak ada cara lah.
Tak ada. Sebab kita tak tahu dia nak pergi mana.
Kot lah kita ada invisible eyes.
Kita boleh, kalau kita marking, contohlah, ada 5 level. Kita just marking 2. Contohlah, dalam 5 hari, 2 hari je dia collect dekat 2 tu. Lagi 3 hari tu tak dapat. Dia collect yang bawah-bawah. Kita sakit hati lah.
Betul. Biarlah serabut. Janji dapat.
Biar serabut janji dapat. Tak kisah.
Apa Makcik Rich? Banyak line, banyak profit.
Kan? Betul. Betul.
Itulah sebab kita tak tahu market nak pergi mana. Kalau kita dah tahu, satu line je lah settle kan.
Betul, setuju.
So,
itu pun dah sedap.
Line banyak tu pun okey lah. Dia sebenarnya dia tak sabut mana pun. Dia cuma kita lah rasa semak. Macam bila kita dah tahu apa nak view, dia tak sabut pun. Cuma kita rasa macam, ini semak kalau tak ada lagi bagus. Tapi tak ada, kita tak nampak. So nak tak nak dia kena ada.
Kami try lah buang line tu. Masa dekat goal tu, tak puas hati lah. Bubuh balik lah. Baru dia lega sikit.
Dia bagi lega sebab kita nampak dia breakout tu clear.
Betul.
Kita nak clear clue je. So bila clue tu clear, banyak kali kita nampak, dari situlah kita cepat buat decision. Kalau tak, kita jadi macam, ni breakout ke tak lagi? Tu dia jalan. Illusion.
Kalau tak bubuh tu dia memang jam lah.
Memang jam lah. Dia itulah macam yang saya cakap lah, level flexible 100% lah. Kita cuba nak be flexible tapi dia jadi mengarut lah. Dia jadi tak optimize. Dia tak optimize.
Faham. Itu je lah soalan. Terima kasih.
Okey, baik, sabar. Yang lain ada soalan ke?
Sir.
Ya.
Ini soalan macam yang tadi punya, Sir.
Okey.
Tadi kan ini apa? Let's say monthly last breakout buy. Tapi dia sekarang CMP dekat dengan monthly breakout sell. So which one better we use? Yang closest to CMP or the latest breakout?
Or the latest breakout. Okay. As for me, kalau saya akan check tengok structure lah. Sebab dia bila jadi monthly breakout, ada breakout buy dan breakout sell, itu bermaksud setup yang lebih besar. Tapi sebab yang paling last, yang available dekat kita adalah monthly. Itu yang jadi masalah. So kita tengok monthly sell tu dia respect tak? Monthly buy dengan monthly sell yang mana dia respect lebih? Lepas tu baru kita decide.
Kita tengok dia bikin structure macam mana dulu ya. Bila sudah ada structure, then kita decide which breakout or direction yang kita nak guna ya.
Ya betul. Lebih proper lah. Macam yang EU tadi pun, dia ada sell breakout. Tapi bila kita tengok yang sebelumnya, previously, dia breakout buy tu yang lebih strong. Dia breakout buy, lepas tu dia respect level buy, lepas tu ada breakout buy lagi. Reason tu saya ambil monthly as buy. Padahal current breakout ada sell. So macam tu lah.
Bila kita macam tu kita bila kita ada time frame yearly, kita boleh tengok yearly tak?
Yearly dia sama je, tapi itulah dia akan jadi okey kalau kita ada yearly, lepas tu untuk dia punya opposite kita nak pakai apa? Sebab kita tak ada default kan. Kalau kita nak pakai higher, kita nak pakai half year. Sebab kalau itu bukan default setting, maybe dia akan ada lari sikit lah.
Yeah, right. Okay, another scenario sir.
Okay.
Monthly breakout buy. Tapi sekarang price cut rejection monthly, rejection sell monthly. Then apa kita buat? Okay,
monthly breakout buy. Okay.
Then sekarang CMP dekat rejection sell. Means di kiri ada resistance dia kat kiri. First left ada resistance.
First left ada resistance. Okay. So macam let's say macam ni lah. Ini monthly. Ini pun monthly.
Yes.
Okay, macam ni lah contohnya.
Yes, betul sir.
Okay, so apa yang kita nak ambil?
Yeah.
Okay, kalau kita dah lock yang ni, S-buy, so kita just, kita akan pakai ni lah, weekly lah SL. Kita akan pakai weekly SL dan level-level yang kita akan cari pun kita akan ikut order yang ni lah. Sebab dia tak boleh jadi sama tau. Dia tak boleh kita pakai buy pun time frame yang sama dan sell time frame yang sama, dia tak jadi. Sebab kita
buy dia kan sudah execute sir. Dan sekarang dia pergi ke atas, kita tak tukar time frame, nanti jadi sell, jadi buy ke sir?
Tak, kita tak akan tukar. Kita just akan pakai itu je dan kita akan tengok lah. Tapi kalau kita tertukar pun, macam saya cakap tadi, sebenarnya dia tak lari banyak tau. As long kita follow time frame order, let's say kalau kita pakai ini monthly sell pun, dia tak ada masalah. Dia tak ada masalah.
During the price movement, mungkin dia kan the structure mungkin daily akan ada break weekly. That means it's a sell entry for monthly. So then kita boleh tukar tak? Bila daily sudah break weekly.
Okay, daily break weekly.
Ya, sekarang kita CMP ke atas, then daily ada break weekly. So kita boleh tukar tak dia punya direction atas sekarang menjadi monthly sell, bawah kita jadi weekly buy. Sebab kat bawah kan sudah ada rejection kan? Rejection kat monthly level.
Betul. Ini.
Kat bawah yang buy yang P the right one on the right. Yes. So atas kita tukar jadi monthly direction, dan bawah kita tengok jadi buy punya. Boleh tak?
As for now, saya tak pernah tukar lagi lah, sebab the moment saya tukar memang confused lah. Kalau saya akan ambil macam ni lah. Okay, ni monthly setup dan saya just lock macam ni. Tapi macam saya cakap lah, kalau ubah dia tak lari. Okay, macam kalau kata nak try, cuba marking, guna time frame ini untuk sell, lepas tu marking guna ini untuk sell. Lepas tu tengok, dia lari sikit je.
Kita bukan kena follow latest breakout ke sir?
Betul, kita kena ikut follow latest breakout. Tapi as for monthly, sebab monthly ni yang paling besar, so kalau kita nak change, dia akan jadi macam saya cakap tadi ya, kita akan jadi macam dia akan lari sikit. Dia sebab default kita monthly yang paling besar. So kalau kita nak pakai monthly as sell, boleh. Dia akan jadi macam lari sikit je. So benda tu tak ada masalah.
Meskipun kat atas tu monthly ada breakout sell.
Tak ada masalah.
Tetap tak boleh tukar. So macam ni kita kena guna monthly sebagai buy all the time. No matter what happens, all the time the money is always buy, and the weekly always the bias.
Yes. I always use like this.
Okay, no matter the CMP, even though the CMP is currently making a monthly breakout sell on the latest one, even the breakout buy is got break already.
Okay.
Let's say right now the price has break the monthly support, sir. The lowest one.
Okay, the lowest one break.
Yeah. Price sudah break macam tu. Kita still guna weekly as buy sell or kena tukar monthly jadi buy sell jadi sell.
Okay, as for me, I will just use the weekly because when we have, let's say if we have breakout over here, we still have another structure over here. There will be still another monthly breakout or anything.
So
unless
monthly buy, weekly sell.
Just follow that.
Okay.
Okay. What if you try to mark on both time frame order at the same place, at the same area? Let's say this area, right? Okay. Try. You try marking using monthly as sell and weekly as sell too, and then you can see what is the difference. You can see it.
The sell bila guna monthly, the sell will be late, and then use weekly, the sell will be earlier. The setup will be show up earlier if you use weekly.
Because we're not gonna use it just like, okay, we have monthly sell and then drop down to daily and we entry at daily, right? We're gonna drop down. So if you are using this and this, you still get, you gonna have entry also.
Yes, entry.
So the time frame order is actually it's not the problem, because like I said before, that is why I'm showing the broker difference, because if I see the market is doing monthly breakout, but you see it is like I say, monthly is buy, but you see weekly is buy. But at the end of the day, you still can be profitable, and I still can be profitable because we are using the time frame order. The time frame order actually gonna give will make the setup happen, and because our buyers is actually it's like the benchmark for the setup whether to go or not. So I think maybe you can try marking both and then you see the difference, because I've been doing that also on previously, because I also get confused about this, and later on what my solution is, I'm looking at the bigger structure. So if the bigger structure is showing more to monthly as a buy, and then I just lock as a buy. If monthly is showing more like sell on the bigger structure, then I will take monthly as sell. And after that, just use the time frame order.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So any other question?
Nak tanya,
Tanya. Boleh.
kalau Hafiz, contoh kalau monthly dengan weekly selari, lagi baik time frame lagi besar ke macam mana nak tengok direction dia?
Okay, dia sebetulnya dia takkan jadi selari tau. Yang kita nampak selari tu sebab momentum je. Kalau market yang dynamic, macam yang kita instrumen yang kita trade, semua ada up and down tau. Dia akan ada up and down. Sebab tu saya cakap, kita just cari monthly breakout je. Kalau monthly breakout yang ni, lepas tu kita just lock time frame je. Kalau monthly breakout sell, kita dah tahu dah. Weekly untuk cari buy. Weekly ke bawah untuk cari buy. Time frame order dia untuk buy.
Lepas tu, adakah kalau dia selari, kita nak cari bias tu dekat time frame yang lower atau time frame yang besar kita refer?
Yang besar. Sebab tu kita tengok monthly. Kita tengok monthly. Lepas tu, monthly bagi clue. Okay, monthly bagi buy. Lepas tu buka weekly pun, weekly ada buy. So kita ambil lah monthly as buy.
Oh, maksudnya kita mesti kena fokus dekat time frame yang paling besar.
Kita ambil yang paling besar. Dan yang paling clear lah. Sebab yang besar tu lagi clear lah.
Walaupun dia selari dengan yang bawah tu.
Dia selari tu selalu hanya akan berlaku bila ada momentum. Tapi kalau kebiasaannya dia memang akan jadi berlawanan.
Okay.
Sebab kita kena lock buy and sell. Sebab kita bukan trade. Kalau kita trade saham sekalipun, even kita boleh execute buy sahaja, kita tak boleh execute sell. Waktu sell tu kita just cash out je. Walaupun market satu arah, tapi bila market tu dynamic, walau action kita hanya boleh buy sahaja, still kita kena ikut juga benda tu.
Tu sebagai macam kita punya monitoring line lah macam tu. Betul ke?
Dia macam guideline kita lah, guideline. So kita ada lah something nak view.
Okay, terima kasih.
Okay, clear?
Ya.
Okay. So any other question? I think the MDA and the trend line gonna be tomorrow. So ada soalan lagi kah?
Okay, bos.
Tak ada.
Tak ada. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, if we don't have anything, then I think we're gonna continue tomorrow. This on the same time, 9 p.m. Malaysia time. So, are you guys okay if we continue tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Hafiz.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, kita end dulu. Novran.
Record juga.
Okay.
Yeah.